Okay, it looks like it's live. I'm just gonna do a simple stream. I picked up this GAEMS M155 full HD gaming monitor to use for a different project. I needed a portable gaming screen or some kind of portable monitor I could take with me. This one is USB powered, and it had mounts for tripods and stands. I do video production stuff, and so having a nice monitor we can hook our main camera up to and monitor, have 15-inch screen to see what the camera is seeing, will be amazingly beneficial for some of our upcoming projects. And otherwise, it will help me a lot with the stream, where it's been nice to use the television, but the television is so far away in camera space from my computer and camera that for some reason I'm having a hard time. I think this will help because I'll be able to put it right next to the other monitor with the camera kind of hanging over between the two, and that will solve my problem of feeling like I'm looking across the room while I'm trying to stream. Also, it's should be obvious by now, but I go down to Mr. H's house all the time. So anytime I'm down there, I'm constantly having to use either my laptop screen with a capture card, or I'm having to use one of his televisions or monitors. And when he's trying to do streaming stuff, obviously we just don't have a lot of overflow for this kind of technology. So normally these go for $229.99. I think that's what they came out at. I don't know when this was made. 2017 this says it was made, but 2017, 5 years old for it. It is only 1080p. It's not a 4K monitor, but again, USB powered. I talked about on one of my last streams how I wanted to do some camping streams and stuff. Supposedly my 2.1 amp battery packs will power this, so I will be able to use this also during those to have a nicer setup while I'm out and about. So lots of good use for this. Should be fun. I paid $90 plus tax for this at my local GameStop. I highly recommend you check and see. I'm gonna turn the music down just a little more. I do highly recommend you check and see. My local GameStop said that they did not have one of these online when I called and asked. Sure enough, they had one. They've had it since they came out. They were dying to get rid of it. When I bought it, it was actually marked at $129. It did ring up in their system 97 or 47 or whatever, plus tax. So they also claim they don't price match their website. So if you get unlucky and for some reason that store's price hasn't changed, I don't know how that would be, then it's going to be $130, in which case buy something else, because you can get a lot of cool portable monitors online for around that price. And you for around 150 to 200, you can get one that has a rechargeable battery built into it. So don't spend too much on this. But for the sub $100 price category, I thought that it was probably going to be a decent buy to get, if only to use it as a portable monitor with our camera rig set up. So I guess let's get to it. I'm a sucker for leaving boxes intact, so I'll slide her out. Comes in a nice second box, although it looks like it was in that main box upside down, which doesn't give me too much hope. So inside, looks like HDMI cable. Those are all very unwrapped. This is almost, I would say, given the state of those, not having any kind of like they should have been twist tied probably in there. So those are probably a good indication that this has already been opened at least once. Okay. So it's definitely been opened. This over here, we'll set this aside, but this bag here, you can see, is totally ripped into pieces. The power adapter here is just kind of laying in this instead of back in the box it was supposed to probably be in, I would assume, since that's just empty. So, and it was also gouging into the back of the screen, kind of like this. So I'm hoping everything will be cool there. This was not sealed, which means the battery inside of it is almost surely dead. It did still have the carrying case. I'll get this stuff out of here. I'm sure all that sounds really good on the microphone. Promotional thing, obviously all damaged. This didn't get all wrinkled up and shit like that while it was sitting nicely inside the box. So it definitely got opened. We'll be lucky if this works. So that'll be pretty interesting if we got scammed from GameStop, which will just prove time again. Yeah, this is all damaged. And so we got the case, which you can see where this was jammed down in there like that. Somebody had just left it on there, so that's probably permanently damaged there, you can see. Because this has stuff in it still, in one of these pouches. Oh no, okay. So on the inside, it's kind of hard to see in there, I guess. Let me see. Turn this on. I do have a light. Okay, so you maybe see in there a little better now. There's these bands that hold your, down here, these bands here to kind of hold your cables in place and stuff. That'd be nice. Put your cables in there, slide your monitor into that. This is just a cheapo, like a sleeve you would buy for a laptop for maybe 20 bucks from like Staples. Although it's a nice material, it feels good. I wouldn't say it feels almost like what a wetsuit is made out of. If you've ever felt a wetsuit, yeah, kind of smells like a wetsuit. So yeah, I wouldn't trust it to be any kind of waterproof at all. I'm not sure what this flap is for. Maybe to keep the zippers from scratching the screen. That'd be a nice feature. Other than that, yeah, it's fine. It's just empty bag. So, real meat and potatoes here, I guess, is the actual screen. So we'll pop this out. Oh yeah, all the tape is already peeled up and been ripped off and stuff. This was in there upside down. So there is the monitor there. I'll try and pull it away so the ring light's not on it straight on. Even though that's actually pointed straight towards me, it's not pointed at the table at all. That's how much glare we still get from it. So, pretty nice. I would say it's very light. It's a super light. You can see my reflection. I can't even see my reflection, so it's funny that the camera can. It's very light. I can't even describe how light it is. Like, maybe a pound, maybe about a pound. I guess maybe I'm not great at judging that, so don't slander me too much. On the back, looks like we got headphone jack here. Let's tip it this way, I guess. We got headphone jack, a USB charge jack, which I guess in 2017, micro USB would have been the thing. Nowadays, I would definitely expect that to be a USB-C, and then your HDMI input, and then your just standard quarter for your mount. It's kind of Looks like there's some stands back here. Pop these out. And then the thing can just sit down. It's pretty funny. It's almost as up to the top of that where the webcam's at, so it looks really tall, all distorted. I got some buttons here on the side that are power button, volume buttons, and whatever that is. Brightness button. I guess the top one is the brightness. These are the brightness. Volume. I guess I don't know what that top one does. We can look in the manual and see. Oh, I guess we'll keep her down like this for now. Manual says, which it does have a really nice, I'll say, it's pretty good. It's got a lot of pictures and stuff. It's glossy, doesn't feel cheap. Let's see what it says about that top button. That top button is the menu button. Y split power supply port. Y split USB. So it's claiming that there's a Y split USB. To remove the hook and loop cable, pull the hook and loop away from the light. Slide mounting bracket to the left until it clicks. Pull away from the light, drive screws onto the wall, and okay, so there was a mounting bracket with it originally. Or there was, I guess, because that's what this is trying to claim. So, well, we didn't get that. And then it's claiming a USB Y split cable right here. Right there. Don't know. Needs two. It's such a weird... Maybe it only needs one if you're using their official power supply. Connector plug. Let's see how they expect us to plug this in. Okay, insert either of the full-size USB plugs into the device or supplied AC adapter. Only use your with the supplied AC adapter and micro USB end into the full port. So they gave us a Y adapter, which would be for extra power if you needed it from like a computer or something with a lower port, but it specifically says only use this. So we will, but that doesn't give us a whole lot of doesn't give me a whole lot of room. Plug this bad boy in here. Not a whole lot of room here to plug that cable in that they give you for where this mount is at, you know, kind of a tight fit there. And I guess while we're at it, we should maybe plug in a HDMI. I'm not sure how well this HDMI will work here because of what it's actually plugged into on the other side. I'm going to try and do this without bending those cords too much underneath. Take this. Lift her up a little bit on that side. And then plug their power cable in somehow. It's kind of bad, I guess. It's getting hung up on the... There we go. HDMI. Go up there. I really feel like that cord is not going to last very long inside that micro USB. Damn, I would have really liked that to be almost any other kind of power adapter. Almost any other kind of power adapter would have been real good there. port down here. And it's still not quite long enough. This is pure insanity how short that cable is. Well, we did get power, so that's good. So we did get power on it, so kick this on. We'll see. I don't know if that source is actually active for the that the cord is plugged into. So I might need to plug it into something else to test it out. There we go, it did come on. I know it's probably doesn't look too great from where you're looking at because of the camera, but it's actually really nice looking. Super clear. Trying to look at it really close, see if there's a lot of like visual scaling artifacts or anything like that. Nothing really. Looks pretty good. Brightness is pretty far up. We'll turn that down a little. Yeah, that looks really good. I'm actually very surprised at how good it looks. You can hear the speakers. I'm gonna turn those down. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Go ahead here and pop in. It's very responsive. Looks good in that regard. Really good, I would say. Like really good. I'm actually surprised it's that clear. I'm gonna kick it up for a second and mess with it while looking at it. How light it is, how clear it is. It's actually very surprising that it looks that good. It's the same size as my laptop monitor. So I'm pretty used to using a screen like this, but it's really surprising. We'll play some Namco Museum. It's very surprising the depth of the colors that it gets. It's the black levels that I guess I'm really surprised about the most. I'm kind of speechless about how well the black levels look. It's pretty wild. I found out that there was a copy of Pac-Man Championship Edition on here that they had remade for the regular Nintendo, and some people were actually cool enough to strip it from here and put it onto a real Nintendo cartridge, and they actually were playing it like that. So we'll play some original Pac-Man from the regular Nintendo. I think this is a port from the regular NES. I will do the console stream here. And then it's going to take me a second because I need to... I had to add this as a new webcam. So... let's paste a reference. So you can kind of see the difference between the two. You know, normally I probably would have done better at trying to get that. Slide it under the frame there. There we go. Turn off the chat. Turn what's playing back on. So slide this. There we go. All right. Oh shit, it's got a rewind feature and everything. This is gonna be weird. Okay. System menu. Game reset. Okay, there. I was gonna say, it didn't feel like I was actually controlling it at all before. That was, like, blowing me away. Gotcha. Original Pac-Man was never my jam, but did like Miss Pac-Man on the Sega Genesis. And the Pac-Man for the NES was pretty good. My cousin had an NES. When we'd go to his house, we'd play it. I had an NES when I was really little, but my dad was one of those people. Then OBS is sending out notifications. Pretty good. Shit. I wasn't even paying attention. When it was time to get the Sega Genesis, then it was like, okay, well, the we'll sell the NES, and we'll buy the Sega Genesis. So we never had those things, like, we never kept the one thing, you know, my whole life growing up or anything. I didn't have a chance to really play a lot of the same things like that over and over and over again. Because by the time the Sega Genesis came out, you know, I was pretty little. And even if I was like 4 or 5 by the time I got one, I didn't have a lot of gaming memories from before that. So I only played Nintendo when we went over to my cousin's house, who I guess looking back, we probably sold our Nintendo too. As a kid, I didn't think about that. I just was kind of like, hey, my cousin's got all these games that I used to have. But played it a little bit then, you know, but by then I had a Sega Genesis, so the regular Nintendo was kind of weak. Damn, I screwed that up. I won't blame that on not paying attention. I definitely did that. And then way later, I know I already said it on the other Pac-Man stream, but way later I got Pac-Man Championship Edition for the Xbox 360, and was just, that blew me away. That made Pac-Man, like, fun for me again, because it just was so unique. Haha, I did it. I was worried that red bastard had got me. But I'm not going to play too much of this. We'll keep that there. I guess we'll go in, we'll check out Championship Edition now. I guess it's L2. Main menu. The Championship Edition on this one is not the same as the other Championship Edition. Maybe I can crop this really fast. Alright, I cropped it a little bit just to get a little better of so you could see kind of a little more how it looks. I wish I was a little faster at that. I'll do it one more time. There. Just a little closer. So, in this Pac-Man Championship Edition, you... Okay, sorry. In this Pac-Man Championship Edition, I don't think that the... I think the screen just kind of keeps extending. I don't know. I haven't played it. But I don't think... I think just the dots appear... And the maze just kind of keeps growing to the sides. I don't think the maze like reshapes itself like it does in the original Championship Edition. And then eventually it will want me to go to those next areas. It is pretty good that they got this working on a regular Nintendo. Excellent. Good job. 100%. Number one. And you decided not to add 1 billion ghosts. It controls really good. The speed is really good. Ah, you bastard, Pinky. You know what? Rewind. Rewind a while ago. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I don't know how much I can rewind. It didn't seem like it actually let me rewind at all. How far back do I go? Oh, okay. Well, that is way farther back. Okay. I don't like the rewind. You gotta hit rewind a bunch of times to get it to, like, rewind to a specific spot. And then even then you don't have the choice. The Castlevania... I guess not Castlevania. The Sega Genesis. I don't know, why did I say Castlevania? The Sega Genesis one lets you rewind almost a little more precisely. But it's better than no rewind, I guess. I don't know why you would rewind in Pac-Man, but there's a lot of games on this collection that are not Pac-Man. I just got it for the Pac-Man. Because I heard how good it was. And you know what? People were right. It was good. They knew what they were talking about. I shouldn't have got that second one right there. Get out of here, Red. Nobody likes you. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Also, shit. You know what? Rewind it. I won't even go that way. See, I can make new decisions. I don't feel good about it, though. If I got a high score from doing that kind of shit, I wouldn't be like, yeah, look at what I accomplished. Fucking, I only had to cheat a bunch of times to do it. Now, save scumming in the Castlevania, maybe that's why I was thinking about Castlevania. Because the last one I did play was the Castlevania collection on here. And it turns out save scumming won't get you through that final Dracula boss fight. I got 11 lives. Holy shit. I guess I only got 2 minutes left. So we'll just do the last 2 minutes and then we'll call it. The monitor, highly recommend it if you can find one. If you can find one of these monitors at your local GameStop, you should grab it. If they have the one with the backpack, so it's this, but it also includes the backpack, that one is only $70. So that's an even better deal if you can find that. You'll get this at $20 off with a backpack also, which that would just be... You'd be getting a hell of a deal. So, highly recommended, I guess, at this point. I don't know how long it'll last or anything, so I guess that's my only concern is it going to hold up over time, given how lightweight it is and stuff. And the micro USB port, those are known for just disintegrating over time, so... luckily, I'm normally pretty decent at soldering stuff, but, you know, I'm not perfect at it, so I won't pretend like if this thing died, I'll just fix it, you know, because I might not be able to. The scrolling screen is a little... I don't know. It's hard to describe. Scrolling on the screen is never and Pac-Man especially, having the ghost disappear from the screen makes it really hard for you to decide what you're going to do. So I would say if they had maybe left that part off. But it's really hard. I don't know. I'll play a lot more of it and give a better recommendation on what I thought of that. So we'll switch back here. Slide this up because I cropped it all the weird pieces. Yeah, so... Overall, GAEMS, M155, if you can find them at your local GameStop for the $100, you know, the $90 I paid plus tax, or you can even find the backpack one for $70, I would say pick it up if you need a USB powered, monitor, or you need a travel monitor, or you're somebody who, you know, goes places, and this would probably hook up really well to a regular Switch without needing like the dock. You know, you could just do the like a USB-C to HDMI adapter, and boom, you would have a nice 15-inch screen for your Switch while you were out, if you were like on a flight or something. So pretty cool. I really like it. I'd like to see what else they kind of make. I know they make those gigantic gaming like centers. You put like your console into it and then it closes and shuts, and like they're massive. I'd like to maybe see what those are like, but for my personal use, what I needed was that on the back. Let me shut this off and then I can unplug it. I'm getting really bad feeling that plug is not gonna hold up. That's really bad. What I needed was this 1/4-inch jack on the back, so I will give a little update on it that's not in stream form and just maybe talk about it a little more once we use it for some of our other projects and talk about, you know, kind of the success or failures that we have with it as we utilize it in other stuff. And I use it to capture some game footage while I'm out and about, and I'll get a lot of use out of it this week coming up. So probably in a couple weeks here, I'll have spent a very good amount of time to give a little better assessment. But from just looking at it, I would say it rivals my gaming laptop screen, which quality-wise is pretty good. I'm impressed there. Got something on it. I'm impressed there with that quality and the picture quality from that. Otherwise, the lightweight, obviously I said USB powered, pretty nice. I like it's got these rubber feet on the bottom here that are grip really well, so it doesn't, you know, it's not going to slide around. It's not going to slide around a whole lot if you got it set on a nice steady surface. Otherwise, it does have the mount to put it onto like a tripod or something similar to that. So yeah, once I get a little more experience with testing out that tripod mount, I will let you know. I don't know that I even have a tripod that would fit that here right now. I'll see. Maybe I do. Maybe this will fit it. Okay, so this is actually flipped upside down, so I'm going to flip this back over the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, see, I was upside down the whole time. Y'all didn't even realize it. It's a good trick. I'm gonna take all those fucking filter off of that. Fix all this on stream while I'm doing it right at the end. Okay, so I can tip this up. Hey, what's up? So bend this mount down a little bit. Hard to see. So I was able to attach it to this. Turn this music down since I'm so far away. So I was able to attach it to this, and it did stand up just fine on it. I wouldn't be using it with this, but this is just a basic little, you know, mount. It's nothing special. It works. It would work just fine for something like this. This is like just a GoPro mount that I bought so that I could use it underwater and also attach it to like the sides of trees and stuff. So it's bendable and flexible, but it would hold this. It would support it just fine. It's pretty interesting that even a smaller tripod like this is able to hold it up because of how much it weighs. It's so light. Yeah, I guess I don't have any better camera angle of it than that, but yeah, there you go. So, boom. That's the GAEMS M155 monitor. Yeah, now you get to see my room from another side. There's that Kino slot machine over there, and my TV that I was normally gaming on. Yeah, all my cool stuff. So, nice boxed Guitar Hero down there. You get to see. hey, what a different view of my life, right? Am I right? uh, my little portable heater AC back there. I think my roommate had shut off the heat in the house because it was fucking freezing this morning when I woke up. So, but I mean, that took 40 minutes. I probably didn't expect it to take that long. So thanks for sticking in there if you did. I do plan on doing some actual streams that aren't checking out products and stuff, but I just bought that, and we're doing some live video projects, and so to have a nice 15-inch screen set up next to the camera and not have to be looking at this little tiny, what a difference that's going to make. So it'll be really nice, and it'll look professional, which is another key component of why you buy things for a business. So not that I'm good at business or anything, so I won't pretend like I am and waste your time. I just keep looking over here because I'm looking for chat, but I shut chat off. So anyways, thanks a lot for checking that out. If you were inspired to get one of these GAEMS monitors with this bag from GameStop on clearance, let me know. If you had one before my video and you've got experience with it, let me know what you had. If you went through good times or like bad shit with it or something, I'd be interested to find out, because the company puts out some neat things, but they're very expensive, so it's not something that I would normally just roll dice on and try. But the cheap monitor that I was going to buy was a 20-inch monitor, but it didn't have the specs that this one had, and it wasn't mountable or any of those things. It would have taken a regular power brick style power adapter. So that's just another thing I got to travel with and take, whereas micro USB cable, they say don't use one that's not theirs, but I mean, they gave you a fucking Y cable and a single jack power adapter. So who knows what they were thinking, They probably gave you the same power adapter that the rest of the GAEMS shit comes with. They just weren't going to give you a different one. So I would say go for it if you can find it. It's worth looking, like this week, next week, whenever you can. Your local one may have it for a lot longer than mine did. But yeah, as soon as I saw that, I went in there and grabbed it, and the guy was actually surprised that I was buying it. But when I told him the price, it was, he was semi-interested in it at that point as well. So, yeah, you may find that your store's sitting on them like mine, and because online says you don't got them, nobody has gone in to buy it for the clearance price. So, worth checking out. $90 plus tax. Check it out on the GameStop website. I'm not affiliated. I didn't get given this product. I didn't get a discount. I don't get anything for saying GameStop. Personally, I don't like GameStop's methods. I don't like them as a company or the way that they treat their employees. So take supporting them with a grain of salt. But I'm also a bargain hunter. So if I find a good deal somewhere, I'm going to go after it. It's just the way you should too. Another thing that you should check out, I guess, while I'm thinking about it, is Walmart has put out a bunch of stock of older Xbox games. I've seen them now at 2 different Walmarts that I've been at. You can get Left 4 Dead, the original one, sealed for about $12. So that's a really good price. And you can get Left 4 Dead 2 for $14.98, sealed, brand new. Again, reasons I don't like GameStop: a shitty no box copy, not sealed, fucking used, peanut butter smeared all over it. Copy of Left 4 Dead 2 from GameStop goes for $34.99. So if you're looking for it, or you want a nice brand new sealed copy to just slide away somewhere, check Walmart. They also had Portal 2, Sonic Unleashed, and a couple other, I don't think anybody would ever buy them, games, older sports titles and shit. So good luck at your local shops. You might find something really nice, but definitely after testing it, I would say check your GameStops, see if they've got a GAEMS M155. If they got it with the backpack, buy it right away, because $20 less than what I paid for just that would be totally worth grabbing it for. So anyways, thanks for checking out the stream. thanks for checking out the videos. If you're looking for more streams and stuff, you won't have to wait too much longer, because obviously we're looking to stream almost every day. So, yeah,